Our Majestic Shores, a journey along America's coastal wonders. Chapter 3. Coastal Industries Fishing, a timeless tradition, a modern-day challenge. From the earliest settlements along America's shores, fishing has been an integral part of coastal life. For generations, fishing families have plied the waters, their livelihoods and traditions passed down from father to son, from mother to daughter. In small fishing villages and bustling ports alike, the rhythm of life has been dictated by the tides, the seasons, and the abundance of the sea. Fishing is more than just an industry. It is a way of life. It is the smell of salt in the air, the feel of the wind in your hair, the taste of fresh seafood on your tongue. It is the camaraderie of fellow fishermen, the shared stories and laughter, the helping hands in times of need. Yet, in recent decades, the fishing industry has faced a multitude of challenges. Overfishing, pollution, and climate change have taken a toll on fish populations and marine ecosystems. Rising costs and global competition have squeezed profit margins, making it difficult for small-scale fishermen to stay afloat. The result has been a decline in the number of fishing jobs and a loss of traditional fishing communities. Despite these challenges, the indomitable spirit of fishermen remains. They are adapting to changing conditions, adopting sustainable fishing practices, and diversifying their incomes. They are also banding together to advocate for policies that protect their livelihoods and the marine environment. The future of fishing in America is uncertain, but one thing is for sure: the fishing communities that have thrived along our coasts for centuries are resilient. They have weathered storms, both literal and figurative, and they will continue to find ways to survive and thrive. The dance of light and shadows. As the sun sets over the horizon, casting a golden glow across the water, fishing boats return to port, their hulls heavy with the day's catch. The air is filled with the sound of laughter and chatter as fishermen unload their boats and prepare for the next day's journey. On the docks, families and friends gather to greet the fishermen, eager to hear their stories and share in their bounty. The fish are sorted and packed, ready to be shipped to markets across the country. The scent of fresh seafood mingles with the salty air, a reminder of the sea's bounty and the hard work of those who harvest it. As darkness descends, the fishing boats disappear into the night, their lights twinkling like stars on the water. The fishermen are once again at sea, navigating the treacherous waters in search of their livelihood. They are guided by the stars and the moon, by their knowledge of the tides and the currents. They are men and women of courage and resilience who face the challenges of the sea with determination and skill. Chapter 3. Coastal Industries Shipping, the lifeline of commerce, the artery of globalization. From the earliest days of human civilization, shipping has played a vital role in trade and commerce. Coastal industries have flourished along America's shores, transforming them into hubs of economic activity and gateways to the world. Shipping is the lifeblood of global trade. It carries a vast array of goods, from raw materials to finished products, across oceans and seas, connecting producers and consumers worldwide. Coastal industries such as ports and harbors serve as the vital infrastructure that facilitates this movement of goods. They provide the facilities and services necessary for loading, unloading, and storing cargo, ensuring the smooth flow of goods to and from international markets. Shipping has been a driving force behind globalization. By enabling the efficient and cost-effective transportation of goods across vast distances, shipping has facilitated the interconnectedness of the global economy. Coastal industries have played a pivotal role in this process, serving as gateways through which goods from all corners of the world flow. This interconnectedness has spurred economic growth, cultural exchange, and technological innovation, shaping the world we live in today. The economic impact of coastal shipping. Coastal industries contribute significantly to the economic prosperity of coastal communities and the nation as a whole. Ports and harbors generate employment opportunities in various sectors, including transportation, logistics, warehousing, and ship repair. The movement of goods through coastal industries supports numerous businesses and industries, creating a ripple effect that benefits the entire economy. The challenges facing coastal shipping. Congestion. Ports and harbors can become congested, leading to delays and increased costs for businesses. Infrastructure deficiencies. Some coastal infrastructure is aging and in need of upgrades to accommodate larger and more efficient vessels. Environmental concerns. Shipping can have a negative impact on the environment, including air and water pollution, habitat destruction, and the spread of invasive species. The future of coastal shipping. Despite the challenges, the future of coastal shipping is promising. The growing global economy and the increasing demand for goods are expected to drive continued growth in the shipping industry. Coastal industries are adapting to meet these demands by investing in new technologies, expanding their facilities, and implementing sustainable practices. Coastal shipping will continue to play a vital role in the global economy, connecting nations and cultures, and fostering economic growth and prosperity. Chapter 3: Coastal Industries, Tourism, a Double-Edged Sword, a Catalyst for Growth and Preservation. Tourism is a double-edged sword for coastal communities. On the one hand, it can be a catalyst for economic growth and preservation. On the other hand, it can also lead to environmental degradation, overcrowding, and the loss of traditional cultural practices. One of the main benefits of tourism is that it can create jobs and boost local economies. When tourists visit coastal areas, they spend money on food, lodging, transportation, and souvenirs. This spending can help to support local businesses and create new jobs. Tourism can also help to promote coastal communities and attract new residents. Tourism can also be a catalyst for preservation. When tourists visit coastal areas, they often learn about the local history, culture, and environment. This can lead to a greater appreciation for these places and a desire to protect them. In some cases, tourism can even help to fund conservation efforts. However, tourism can also have negative impacts on coastal communities. One of the biggest concerns is environmental degradation. When large numbers of tourists visit coastal areas, they can put a strain on local resources. This can lead to pollution, erosion, and the loss of wildlife habitat. Additionally, tourism can lead to overcrowding, which can make it difficult for residents to enjoy their own communities. Another concern is that tourism can lead to the loss of traditional cultural practices. When coastal communities become popular tourist destinations, they often experience an influx of new residents. These new residents may not share the same values and traditions as the local population. This can lead to a loss of cultural identity and a sense of place. Overall, tourism is a complex issue with both positive and negative impacts on coastal communities. It is important to carefully manage tourism in order to maximize the benefits and minimize the negative consequences. Coastal communities can take a number of steps to mitigate the negative impacts of tourism while still reaping the economic benefits. One important step is to develop a comprehensive tourism plan that addresses the potential impacts of tourism and outlines strategies to minimize them. This plan should be developed with input from local residents, businesses, and environmental groups. Another important step is to invest in infrastructure and services that can support tourism without harming the environment. This includes things like public transportation, waste management systems, and water treatment facilities. Additionally, coastal communities should work to promote sustainable tourism practices, such as encouraging visitors to use public transportation, stay in eco-friendly hotels, and visit local businesses that are committed to sustainability. Finally, coastal communities should work to protect their cultural heritage and traditions. This can be done through a variety of means, such as supporting local cultural events, promoting traditional arts and crafts, and educating visitors about the local culture. By taking these steps, coastal communities can ensure that tourism benefits their communities without compromising their natural and cultural resources. Preserving coastal heritage while embracing tourism. Coastal communities can take a number of steps to mitigate the negative impacts of tourism while still reaping the economic benefits. One important step is to develop a comprehensive tourism plan that addresses the potential impacts of tourism and outlines strategies to minimize them. This plan should be developed with input from local residents, businesses, and environmental groups. Another important step is to invest in infrastructure and services that can support tourism without harming the environment. This includes things like public transportation, waste management systems, and water treatment facilities. Additionally, coastal communities should work to promote sustainable tourism practices, such as encouraging visitors to use public transportation, stay in eco-friendly hotels, and visit local businesses that are committed to sustainability. Finally, coastal communities should work to protect their cultural heritage and traditions. This can be done through a variety of means, such as supporting local cultural events, promoting traditional arts and crafts, and educating visitors about the local culture. Chapter 3: Coastal Industries Energy. Harnessing the power of the sea, navigating the crossroads of sustainability. From the crashing waves of the Pacific to the gentle tides of the Atlantic, America's coastlines are a vast and untapped source of renewable energy. In recent years, there has been a growing movement to harness the power of the sea to generate electricity and fuel our homes and businesses. This topic delves into the various forms of marine energy, their potential benefits and challenges, and the ongoing efforts to develop sustainable and environmentally friendly energy solutions along our shores. One of the most promising sources of marine energy is offshore wind power. Wind turbines erected in coastal waters can capture the strong and consistent winds that blow over the ocean, generating large amounts of clean, renewable electricity. As technology improves and costs decrease, offshore wind farms are becoming increasingly feasible and are poised to play a significant role in the future of America's energy mix. Another promising technology is tidal power. Tidal turbines harness the energy of the tides, which are caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. These turbines are placed in areas with strong tidal currents, where they can generate electricity as the tides ebb and flow. Tidal power is a predictable and reliable source of energy, and it has the potential to provide a significant amount of baseload power to coastal communities. Wave energy is another form of marine energy that is still in its early stages of development. Wave energy converters capture the energy of waves as they move through the water, converting it into electricity. This technology has the potential to provide a substantial amount of renewable energy, especially in areas with high wave energy, such as the Pacific coast of the United States. In addition to these large-scale technologies, there are also a number of smaller-scale marine energy technologies that are being developed. These include devices that harness the power of ocean currents, salinity gradients, and even the movement of marine life. While these technologies are still in their infancy, they have the potential to make a significant contribution to our future energy needs. The development of marine energy technologies faces a number of challenges. One challenge is the high cost of installation and maintenance. Marine environments are harsh and unforgiving, and the equipment used to generate marine energy must be able to withstand these conditions. Additionally, there are concerns about the potential environmental impacts of marine energy technologies, such as the impact on marine life and the visual impact of offshore wind farms. Despite these challenges, the potential benefits of marine energy are significant. Marine energy is a clean, renewable source of energy that can help to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. It can also help to create jobs and boost coastal economies. As technology continues to improve and costs decrease, marine energy is poised to play an increasingly important role in America's energy future. Chapter 3: Coastal Industries Aquaculture, Farming the Sea, Nurturing the Future of Food. Over the centuries, humans have looked to the sea as a source of sustenance, harvesting fish and other marine life from the wild. However, as populations grow and demand for seafood increases, traditional fishing methods are struggling to keep pace. Aquaculture, the farming of aquatic organisms, offers a promising solution to this challenge, providing a sustainable way to meet the growing demand for seafood while reducing pressure on wild fish stocks. Aquaculture takes many forms, from small-scale operations in coastal communities to large-scale commercial ventures. Fish, shellfish, and seaweed are among the most commonly farmed aquatic organisms, and they are raised in a variety of settings, including open-water cages, pens, and land-based tanks. One of the key advantages of aquaculture is its ability to produce seafood in a controlled environment, allowing farmers to monitor and optimize conditions for growth and survival. This results in higher yields and more consistent quality compared to wild-caught seafood. Additionally, aquaculture can be practiced in areas with limited access to traditional fishing grounds, making it a valuable source of food for coastal communities and landlocked regions alike. Another important benefit of aquaculture is its potential to reduce the environmental impact of seafood production. By farming fish and shellfish in a contained environment, aquaculture minimizes bycatch, the accidental capture of non-target species, and reduces the risk of overfishing. Furthermore, aquaculture operations can be designed to minimize pollution and disease outbreaks, promoting the health of both farmed and wild aquatic populations. As aquaculture continues to grow and evolve, it faces a number of challenges. One concern is the potential for farmed fish to escape and interbreed with wild populations, which could have negative genetic and ecological consequences. Additionally, the use of antibiotics and other chemicals in aquaculture can pose environmental and human health risks if not properly managed. Despite these challenges, aquaculture holds immense promise for the future of food production. By embracing sustainable practices and investing in research and development, we can harness the potential of aquaculture to provide a reliable and environmentally friendly source of seafood for generations to come. Aquaculture is not without its critics, who raise concerns about the environmental impact of fish farms, the use of antibiotics and other chemicals, and the potential for farmed fish to escape and interbreed with wild populations. In the United States, aquaculture is a growing industry with a total production value of over $1 billion in 2020. The majority of aquaculture production in the U.S. is concentrated in a few states, including California, Washington, and Maine. Farmed salmon, trout, tilapia, and catfish are among the most popular aquaculture products in the U.S. Aquaculture is playing an increasingly important role in meeting the growing demand for seafood around the world. By providing a sustainable and environmentally friendly way to produce seafood, aquaculture can help to ensure that future generations can continue to enjoy the bounty of the sea. This video was created from an ebook on sale at www.pagebook24.com using a self-developed program by Pasquale DeMarco. Download the ebook now